and welcome back to Women Talk with Patrice. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. Hello, and welcome back to Women Talk with Patrice. Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. I'm your host, Patrice, and we have such an amazing show planned. I would say this is going to be a little interesting, okay? This is all about misconception of dating. I have 4 guests on with me, but we're going to start off with these 2 interesting people first, okay? They are going to give us their opinion when it comes to dating, okay? So please, everyone, welcome Jeff and Mala onto the show.
Hi.
Hi, you guys. How you doing?
We're great. How are you?
I'm great.
Yes.
Mala, can you give us a little background about yourself?
So I'm 33. I live in Utica, New York, and my relationship status is in the works right now. So we're just vibing a little bit. So,
She's vibing. It's in the works.
It's in the works. You know. Yeah.
Okay, Jeff. What about for you?
I'm Jeff. I'm 34. I'm from Syracuse, New York, and I'm a dad, program analyst, coach sometimes, and a few other things in the neighborhood.
Coach sometimes?
Yeah, the high school kids, around the neighborhood, the kids around the neighborhood, try to coach them up a little bit on life skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mala, this relationship is in the works?
It's in the works.
Okay.
Because he's my man, but isn't my man, but is my man. Does that make sense?
This is why we're going to talk about misconception of dating. Okay.
Not talking about
No.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with Mala.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you believe communication is a struggle for some when it comes to dating?
I feel like because my background, my family is an immigrant family. So for us, we didn't know how to express ourselves. So for me, like growing up, my family's like, just hold in, like, you know what I mean? And just like get straight to the point. So like growing up, it was just hard for me to communicate to a partner because it was just like, I didn't know how to. So basically, yeah, that's how I was raised though. It was just to hold everything in and just, make your partner happy without no questions asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said the background, what race are you?
So I'm half Lao and half Thai.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Thank you. yes.
I love that,
Yeah.
Jeff. Why do you believe communication is a struggle for some when it comes to dating?
Well, I would also piggyback and say that culturally, in our culture, African American culture, we struggle sometimes. We struggle to find a voice as young Black men. We struggle to communicate among each other, and we're often taught, especially as young Black men, not to cry, not to speak, not to voice your opinion about emotional topics, right?
Yes.
Be a man. So it becomes hard to express yourself sometimes to a woman or anybody for that matter. Then also there's, cycles, right? The first time you do open up to try to express yourself, oftentimes you're too young or that person is too young to receive it the right way. So then you definitely never cycle back to it.
I love that. That was really good.
Wow.
Wow, Jeff.
Yes, okay, Jeff.
Okay, Mala, do you believe your partner should complete you or that you should be complete? And should they add on to it?
I feel that like you as a person should be complete just because, and then they add on to it just because I feel that if you're not, you're always going to be searching for something that you're not finding within yourself, and it's not fair to the other person because you're just hurting them in the long run, you know? So, but they can add to it, like you said, like a person shouldn't be your whole happiness. Like you have to find yourself you have to love yourself in order to love someone else. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I always like to say, me and Jeff talked one time, go find a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Go find a hobby. That is it. Someone should not be your whole piece.
Yes,
and I feel like
correct.
that's where a lot of people get lost at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeff, what about for you?
Yeah, I would agree with that too. You should be at least somewhat complete, right?
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be, 1,000% unchangeable, but you should be somewhat complete. You should have a list of hobbies. You should have a great deal of things that you're interested in. You should come to the table knowing somewhat of who you are.
Yes.
Right? So that way we can see if we mesh at where we are, if our paths mesh, because that's important too. So you have the same depth of understanding. And also where are we headed, right? So that needs to match, at least planning wise, right? Like,
yes.
At least maybe we think we're heading in the same place. So yeah, I don't think anyone should complete, but you should be almost somewhat complete.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I agree.
Freaking things is way better than mine. Like,
I definitely agree with that. No one is fully complete.
Yeah.
When you meet your person, I feel like that's where the wholeness comes from. Okay.
Yeah.
Just be working on yourself.
Yeah.
Be healing. Okay. Mala, your answer was good too. Jeff is just really good with these details.
he's great with his details.
Okay.
You know?
So let's go on to finances. Okay. I feel like finances is a really big topic, okay? With finances being a major issue when it comes to dating, what are some of the financial things you personally observe when evaluating a potential partner?
See, that's like hard for me because like we obviously come from like, you know, a different culture and everything. Like with me, it's just like my family like raised me to like struggle with your partner, you know what I mean? And don't look at that, you know, because like they can become like a freaking millionaire like tomorrow, you know what I mean? So like I can't judge someone on their like financial, you know, because I want to grow with them. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that, so if someone's struggling,
Yeah.
would you date someone who, if a guy came up to you,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and he was saying, you know what, I'm struggling right now, I can't pay my bills, you would still date him?
I would still date him because like that's not fair for him. Like he's also looking for love too. You know what I mean? Because like I would want the same thing for me. Like if I'm struggling, I'm like, hey, listen, like this is where I'm at in my life. But like if you want to like be with me and then like not judge me for where I'm at in my life, then okay. You know what I mean? And I like tomorrow I could be a millionaire. Like, you know, it just depends on where you're at in life.
That's a good mindset.
Yeah,
I like that perspective.
Yeah, because you can't like we all have freaking like secrets and we all have like struggles, you know, like you can't be just like acting that way because like, you think you're better, like, you know, but no. We all like, you know, come from somewhere.
Yes.
So yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So
Jeff, because men have a different perspective when it comes to the financial part because it's almost as if the man is supposed to be. But what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I think it depends on the culture that you were raised in. I mean, it sounds like Mala's culture and how I was raised in my culture are very similar. Men are the providers, protectors, et cetera, et cetera. So if I'm looking at a woman and I'm talking about finances and how well she does, it's not necessarily about how much money she makes, but it's about how goal-driven she is and how she attacks her life. So because ultimately I'm going to provide for the home, I'm going to pay the bills, right? Like,
yes.
Our lifestyle is going to match by that. What I often get back from women, though, and what I feel like is a large part of our culture right now, is this expectation that men are supposed to do those things without the woman also matching those things.
Okay.
Right? And I think that's the part where the struggles really begin. Like, yes, I'm going to do those things, but baby, you should come equipped to match. Especially if that's what you require in a relationship.
I agree.
Too.
High
five.
I do not
high-fiving.
I do not disagree with that
agree with that
all.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should be matching.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
We don't have to match outfits, but what Jeff just said. Okay. So 2020 was really big when it came to mental illness. Therapy was big. I felt as if with therapy being more available within the community, would you say that it's beneficial before getting into a committed relationship? Because 2020 gave out that really big, a lot of people should have gotten to therapy. They realize that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So do you think that's beneficial?
I mean, yes, you know what I mean? If you feel that you need therapy, then go for it. But it's not my place to be like, you need therapy, you know? But for you as an individual, I think if you think you need it, then you need it, you know? Like me, I'm like, I know I need it, but I don't go. So I'm just like, it just all depends on the person, I guess, you know? So that's how I look at it, you know? I know I'm good.
You just said you needed therapy,
I know.
Mama.
Shush.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. Okay, you better.
Mala, do you need therapy or you don't need therapy?
I need therapy.
Okay,
ahead. You answer. You answer.
Yes. Okay.
So,
Jeff, go ahead.
I would say that I think most people need therapy. Probably all of us need therapy.
Yes.
Even most of us, or those of us who think that we have it together,
Okay.
probably have some things that they can work out or talk through in therapy.
Okay.
I also need therapy. I also don't go to therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the yeah. I like the yeah.
In my life, I feel like though there's again some things that. So, do I think people? Back to your question, do I think people should come to a relationship have already taken therapy? Maybe. If they need to fix things and they can't find a way to resolve those things, like to be able to communicate, to make healthy decisions, then yes, they should go to therapy first.
Okay.
But if you can grow yourself or develop yourself to get to that point to be able to date in a healthy way, then I think you can date without therapy. But you still should go to therapy to attack whatever traumas and dramas that you've had throughout your life that could trigger you, right? Because the last thing that your partner should have to deal with is your triggering moments. And I think a great example of that is Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Oh, he go with his words.
Love you, Uncle Will. Got you back, big dog.
Jeff, that was good because
That
I
was
agree.
really good.
That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sex is really big when it comes to a relationship. Okay. Take a sip of water. Okay.
Yes. Girl.
When you are first dating someone, when do you think it's time to have sex, and is sex important? How important is sex in a relationship, Mala?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. No. Normally I wait because in my mindset, I think I was just raised that like if you have sex with someone right away, that means you're easy. You know what I mean? So then that's why I try to give them like, what is it, the 90-day rule?
Yeah.
But I don't be waiting 90 days. So yes, maybe like 20 days. Okay, maybe 10. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, answer the question one more time. I can't.
So is it important?
It is important to have
Yes.
sex. I feel like because if you don't, then that's why people cheat. Is because you both or one of the partners isn't like happy and you're not fulfilling their needs. So that's why people cheat. But I think sex is a big part of it. You know,
Okay, that
because
was
if you're not
good.
attracted to this person, you're like,
Yes.
you know.
Jeff. Mala, that was good, baby. Okay.
I think I recall the question.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeff.
All
Do
right,
you?
So in a relationship, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's fine. If you go ahead. So the first question is when do you expect to have sex with someone in a relationship, and is sex important in this relationship?
Okay, so let's pause with that.
Yes.
So when do I expect to have sex in a relationship? Often and always, because we're in a relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
When
But
you're first dating
if
somebody.
I'm first dating somebody, first met them, there's no expectation of sex. Like if you decide that you do not want to have sex, then that's no problem. We're dating.
Okay.
I'm getting to know you, right? I think that's a part of something that's been lost in our culture too, or as young people overall, not culture to culture, but as young people, our age group, right? There's not a lot of courting, as my grandma used to call it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of true dating. I met you, we went on 2 dates, and now we go together.
Yes.
Whoa,
Crazy.
baby,
No.
relax.
You're
Right.
not about to get married, okay?
Like, let's calm down.
Yes.
I think as we should all go through all of the seasons as we're dating and before we actually are full into a relationship. So in that first dating phase, I'm not pressing nothing. Like I'm cooling, I'm chilling, I'm vibing. We can do whatever, hang out,
Yeah.
whatever. But if we in a relationship, oh yeah, baby, we getting nasty now.
I agree. Okay. Okay. Those are good answers for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your definition of fighting fair when it comes to conflict resolution when issues arrive in a relationship, Mala?
I feel like fighting fair, like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I've obviously fought with my ex a lot and stuff, but, like, I feel that, like, everyone should just, like, take a breather, take an hour apart, and then come together as one and just be like, all right, this is how I feel, this is how you feel, what can we do together to, like, not have this happen again,
Yes.
you know?
I love that you put an hour on it.
Yes.
I mean, I like
Yes.
that you put a time on
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Would
Thank
you
you.
give him more time if
Yes.
he needed it?
It'd probably be like 2 weeks, girl. Yes. He's sleeping on the couch. Yes.
Okay, Jeff,
Yes.
what about for you? What is your definition of fighting fair?
I think fighting fair is listening to whatever your partner needs to gather themselves first, right? Like I'm a space person too. Like
Yeah.
if I'm really hot, I'm 0 or I'm 10,000 degrees. So I don't want to be around you when I'm 10,000 degrees, especially if you're my lady, right? Like,
Yes.
I need to go back, reflect, get myself together, let myself calm down, and then I can have a normal, regular conversation with you. The worst thing that has happened to me in past relationships is women don't give me that space, and they take that need for space as a slight against them. Like, no, baby, I told you, give me a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
They really
Yeah.
thought you meant a minute.
no.
Yeah.
They thought, or they just felt like, oh, I was just pushing away. I didn't want to talk. Da 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 da. No, this is actually for the benefit of us both.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm such a calm, normally understanding person that it definitely baffled me that they wouldn't give me that.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I feel that, like, also, not to overtalk
No,
you,
yeah.
like, I feel like when you are mad, you say things you don't mean, and then when you go back, you're just like, I really didn't mean that.
Yes.
Like, you know, so.
It's very
That's
important
why-
to take a step back,
Yeah.
give someone the space they need.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, you guys ready for this next one?
What is it?
Mala,
Yes.
do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
I mean, that's hard because most of my relationships I've been cheated on, you know? So the thing is, it's like, if someone is going to cheat, they're going to cheat. You can't stop them. Like, you know, and me, I was just like, no, like, I love you. You can't do this, blah, blah, blah. They're going to cheat regardless. If they're going to cheat, they're going to cheat. But I feel like when you meet the right person and that person changes you, then they're going to be like, you know what? I found my person wherever I'm at in my life. Like, I'm done with that. I'm done playing the games, this and that. And I believe, like, people can change.
Okay.
Like, that's just me. You know?
Just answer this question straight.
Go ahead.
Who cheats more, women or men?
Oh, that's hard because I feel like it's both parties. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah, it's equal because, like, it's not fair for me to say, yeah, it's not fair for
No,
me
you
to
know,
say
I
men.
just gave you an answer.
Yeah,
that's really good.
It's
Okay.
equal. Mhm.
Jeb, do you believe in once a cheater,
Yeah.
always a cheater?
No, I don't. Also,
Okay.
what's your definition of cheating?
Cheating, texting, sleeping with somebody else, your best friend, like
What?
all that,
Wait,
like,
the best
go to
friend?
dates. I'm just like, I've had like my exes date like my best friends before. You know, I've had my ex-boyfriend cheated with a neighbor, you know, and we were in a 5-year relationship. So
Those are real life cheating.
Yes.
So
okay.
it's like real life cheating. Yeah.
She said-
So
Aside from the texting thing, though,
Yes.
this is why I asked that.
Yeah.
okay.
Because I feel like
Wait, but you said no to once a cheater, always a cheater?
Yes.
That's definitely
Okay.
no. And the reason that's a no is because we all grow, right? If you
Right.
if you dated me when I was 18, 19 years old, I'm 33, baby. You have 34. I'm sorry, my birthday just passed. You do not know me though.
Yes.
You have no idea where I'm at in my life, what I do, how I move, how I think, or how I'm gonna treat this person because that's not you. She might give me that space. You may not have. So therefore, you can't tell me that I'm always a cheater.
I like that.
I don't
Yeah.
believe in that at all.
Okay.
Also, too, I think there's some misconceptions about what cheating is, or in our generation too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like to me,
Well, everyone's opinion of cheating is different just
Right.
because based off how they feel. So
Right.
we don't even have to go into that part.
But,
Yeah.
if we're adults and you text somebody, and then as long as I'm not sexing them,
No,
right?
correct.
Mine is
It's
your
not
your intentions behind that text
Yes.
message too. But that's where it all falls on what is someone's opinion when it comes to cheating.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, just answer this: yes or no. Do you believe in poly relationships? You don't have to go into details. Do you believe in poly relationships?
Absolutely not, y'all. No. It's a no for me. I'm just saying. I'm a jealous person. No, absolutely not. If he's mine, he's mine. No, no,
Okay.
no,
So
no,
now
no,
the no's
no.
Yes. So we just need Jeff. Yes or no?
Absolutely
Answer
no.
for
Got
you.
some more time here, right?
Yes.
No, actually, I'm in full support of poly relationships. I think that there's different types, right? And there's some types that I personally couldn't be in, but I'm all for them and the idea of them the right way, though, right? I'm not talking about just people sleeping with multiple people, right? I'm talking about the real unification of a polyamorous relationship. So that this is a unified home. They share finances. Everyone knows everything about all three parties and individuals within a relationship. It's not what our society or our generation thinks it is, you know.
Okay.
And also, most people getting cheated on anyway.
Ooh, okay, so we're going to go to a dating
Just
game.
saying.
We are going to go to a dating game, okay? I just need you to answer these questions real quick. Okay? Mala, good sex with someone who treats you bad or bad sex with someone who treats you right?
Bad sex with someone who treats me right.
Jeff, what about for you? Just
know-
pick one.
The opposite of what she said.
So you would do bad sex with someone who treats
Yeah,
you.
because you can train them.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
she said bad sex.
Bad
You would
sex
do
with
good
someone
sex
who
with someone who
treats-
treats
yeah.
you bad.
Right. And
Oh.
wait, I'm saying, we're saying the exact same thing though.
Okay.
Women who tend to treat men bad need therapy. They need to be trained. Men who treat women good don't need to be trained on that. They generally, though, a lot of men apparently don't have quality sex, so they need to be trained.
Okay.
So it is
Yeah.
what it is.
What he said.
First date at their house or first date at your house, Mala?
Okay, so my thing is if we go to your house, because I can leave whenever the hell I want. Okay, so I'm like, okay, bye, I gotta go. Yes, gotta go.
What about for
So
you, Jeff?
leaving Jeffrey Dahmer house or not?
Bye. Yes, I'm running.
He's locking you in that basement.
You
right?
never know.
He'll be chopping you up. Also, I don't want to go to either one of our houses. I
Yes.
don't want you coming to my house either. You might stalk me.
Okay. Next question. Date a sex addict or a drug dealer?
I say sex.
Wait. Date a sex addict or a drug addict? Not a drug dealer.
Yeah.
That's definitely changes.
Yeah.
Definitely
Sex
changes
addict
that
for
very
sure.
much.
Yeah.
For sure.
Sex
Sex
addict?
addict, yeah.
Definitely sex addict.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to a nude beach or perform at a strip club?
A nude beach.
Okay. Jeff, kiss a we'll offer you. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, am I getting paid at this strip club?
I hope so.
Nah, I probably go to the new beach.
Okay. Mala, kiss a coworker or kiss your boss?
I would kiss myself because I am a boss. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What about Jeff? What about for you? Kiss a coworker or kiss your boss?
Neither, to be honest.
Okay. Well, this was very interesting with Jeff and Mala. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being on. Okay. We have our next two guests coming up for you guys, so stay tuned. So our last two guests was pretty interesting. So thank you guys for so much for coming on. Now, everyone, please welcome our next two guests, Patrice and Chris. Welcome on the show, you guys. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Patrice, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Patrice. I am 34 years old. I am from Syracuse, New York. I am a mom of two, and I am a dental assistant and treatment plan coordinator.
Ooh. Okay. Chris, what about for you?
Awesome. I am Chris. I am 34. I am actively involved in the city of Syracuse. I oversee a local initiative, and I'm heavily involved in multiple boards and youth sports.
Hey, I love that. I love that too, T. Okay. So you guys, we are just gonna go over just a couple of questions for you, okay? I love the fact that none of these two even mentioned that if they were single or not. Okay, we're gonna keep that on the hush hush. Okay, we're gonna start off with Patrice. Why do you believe communication is a struggle for some when it comes to dating?
I think that texting has become more involved in people's style of talking to each other, communicating. So they feel like they can only do things through text, and then the text message get misconstrued. So that's a little bit difficult, I feel like. A lot of people don't like confrontation, but then I feel like the younger and older that you are, some people take confrontation as arguing instead of just talking things through. So I think that's a little difficult for people.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chris, why do you believe communication is a struggle for some when it comes to dating?
For me, I think some people get wrapped up in trying to present themselves in a way and get wrapped up into that they don't focus on the most important thing, which is communicating and making sure you're having those conversations and dialogue in the beginning.
Oh, I love that. You guys, communication is key. That is what is going to keep everything together. Okay? Now, do you believe your partner should complete you, Patrice, okay? Or you should be complete and they add on to it?
I feel like no one's ever really complete. As long as you grow and get to know yourself, I think that's how you should go into a relationship, is doing that. I feel like you can't find your person if you don't find yourself, which is a thing that most people lack. They just do. So I think once you start learning yourself, and then you build on with that person, and then you guys learn each other, and that's how you grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, what about for you? Do you believe your partner should complete you?
No.
Or that you should be complete?
Knowing and learning yourself is important. You want to be able to know yourself inside and out and know what you are able to bring to a relationship, and then find and build those foundations as you grow in a relationship.
I love that. You guys are.
I agree.
I mean, the first two was nice. I like them. Okay. I really like them. I really did. Okay, you guys, I really did. You two are like, I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know. Okay, finances. We all know. We all talk about jobs. We all talk about finances. How much someone makes. Okay. With finances being a major issue when it comes to dating, what are some of the financial things? Patique is going to go first, okay? You personally observe when evaluating someone when you're dating them.
How they spend and what they're spending it on. I think it's very important to take care of your priorities first and then enjoy life. Not saying then enjoy life, but like priorities first, paying your bills first, and then going with it.
So would you date someone who is struggling?
Yes, because I've struggled before, so I know how it feels. I wouldn't date anyone that's struggling who's not taking steps to better themselves. But I would date someone that is struggling because I understand. But I would also take back on that relationship and let them focus on getting better and still being part of their lives and helping them and stuff like that. But I won't add any more stress to that.
Okay, Chris. As the man. Okay, because you already know when it comes to dating, a man needs to be. Okay, he doesn't need to be. I feel like that's a little stereotype, but that's the misconception part. With finances being a major issue when it comes to dating, what are some of the financial things you personally observe when evaluating someone you are dating?
First and foremost, I am always willing to be the man in the relationship.
Okay.
One of the things that I look at someone's spending habits and what they like to do. Are you someone that wants to turn up in a club and get flown out? Or are you someone that wants to invest and save and build on your future? I do all the above. I have a mean sneaker fetish, so but I do know the importance of being able to save and building. So finances are definitely important because that's going to be the key to generational wealth.
Yes, I love
agree.
that. I know how to save and travel.
Right.
Okay, I travel a lot, but also save my money. Okay, now look, Chris, I love that he threw in that generational wealth. Okay, so with 2020, everyone realized they had like a little mental things going on. Okay, with therapy being more available within the community, now would you say that isn't beneficial before getting into a committed relationship? I'm gonna let Chris answer this first.
Okay. Mental health is big. For me, I would want to go to therapy. I don't go to therapy now, but I would, just to learn about some of the things that I struggle with. Mm-hmm. So that way, if I get into a new relationship, I'm able to put the best foot forward and actually work on the things that I am in therapy for it to be the best person I'm able to be in a relationship.
I love that. No one goes to therapy, apparently. Okay. Everyone wants to, but no one goes to therapy. Okay, what about for you, Patique?
It all depends on the person for me. I would say I would have gained something out of that if I did go to therapy, but I think the more and more that I've grown and got to know myself, I've been learning to just figure out ways to deal with things. But I think that it all depends on the certain person. And if you think that it's going to better your relationship, then yes, I would definitely agree with that.
Therapy is very important, and we all should go to therapy.
It's just easier to talk to someone you don't know because they won't judge you.
Yeah. Therapy is not a bad thing, you guys. Yeah. Okay? So, how should I ask this question for you guys? We like to talk about sex, okay? When you are getting to know someone, dating someone, what is the earliest you would have sex with them? And then also, is sex important in a relationship? Patique.
Okay, sex is very important in a relationship. And I don't know, it's difficult because I feel like back then we were in our 20s, people cared about how many people you slept with and blah, 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 blah. And don't sleep with this person too soon. I think it all depends on the energy that you're feeling with that person and what you guys are looking for. Because there's people that have slept together on the first date and they've been together forever.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would wait a little bit. It all depends on how I'm feeling with that person. But that's just, everyone's different. Everything's different.
Yes.
Especially nowadays.
Yes. What about for you, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, sex is important with a relationship. I mean, getting to know someone in the beginning, I want to take it to a level to where we feel we're both comfortable with going to that extra step. But once you're in a relationship, yeah, sex is important. It's one of the biggest ways to build a bond and intimacy and being able to actually create that long-lasting bond.
Yes,
I definitely don't recommend. I think some people confuse sex with their emotions. So sometimes it is better to get to have like a mental connection with someone than anything, and then add the sex, and then the sex just becomes better.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So, yeah.
Okay, I love that because I agree. Okay, a mental connection is really important. An emotional connection is very important. That makes the sex 10 times better.
Right.
Okay, so what is your definition of fighting fair when it comes to a conflict resolution when issues arrive in a relationship? Because we all hate arguing. Okay, but what is your definition of fighting fair?
I think not reacting right away. There's time I've learned as I gotten older to collect myself and then respond, even if it takes months.
Months.
Because even like
So you're in a relationship.
well, it could be a relationship, friendship, anything. Like sometimes like you just need time to like take a breather and walk away. Like if I'm arguing through a text message, I wouldn't respond right away.
Yeah.
I literally collect myself, even if it takes me a day or two to come back to you, is because I'm thinking about what I want to say.
She said a month.
Well, and
But what about for you?
It's getting to the root cause of the issue, taking out the belittling, taking out the emotional targeting, taking out the making sure that you're able to prove a point. Once you're able to have that root problem addressed in a more raw, uncut way to be able to get to where the solution is, that's what's important.
Okay, I like that. Chris, you're amazing.
am I
Zeke,
not?
no, you're Zeke, you are super amazing. Okay, but you said a month. You're gonna walk away for a month.
Sometimes I just you need to see your space.
Yes. So, Chris, we'll start off with Chris first. Chris, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
No.
Okay.
People go through different phases of their lives.
Yes.
Different phases of relationships. You may make a bad decision in one relationship that you will correct in another relationship.
Yeah.
It's everyone goes through their growing pains.
I love that. Okay. Patique.
I mean, I was a cheater in my 20s, so
Yeah.
you can't compare who I am now to that.
Yes.
So I agree with Chris on that. Like, there are people, depending on who the person is, they still continue to cheat for the rest of their lives. But I also feel like it depends on who you're with. That brings out a different side of you, too.
I agree.
So.
I do not believe in once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you did cheat it before, it might question things, but I'm not getting in a relationship if I gotta question everything. Okay.
Right.
But do you believe in a relationship would be easy going even if you found what you would consider the person for you? So do you think it would be easy in a relationship if that's the person for you? That's your soulmate. That's the person you met. Would it be easier?
No.
No.
Nothing is easy. maybe making mac and cheese, I guess. But other than that, I
Wait,
don't
is it
think-
homemade macaroni and cheese?
Craft?
Okay.
But craft is easy, don't you think?
Yeah, but Kraft macaroni and cheese?
I'm just saying, I make it for the boys.
Yes, okay. what about for you, Jeff? I mean, Chris.
No worries.
No worries.
For me, it's a no.
Okay.
How you love someone today isn't the same way you're going to love them 3 to 5 years from now. It's always a learning lesson.
Okay.
And going into a relationship, you should try to figure out new ways to love the person that you're with.
I agree.
I love that. Because you're not a therapist?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
I am not.
I love that. Okay, just answer yes or no to this if you like, okay? Your opinion or your thoughts, yes or no, on a poly relationship, Patique.
No.
You said that really nicely.
I just don't believe in that. You
Okay.
know? I feel like it's just another way for people to cheat or just not be committed. If you don't want to be committed, that's fine. Don't be. You know what I mean? But I feel like one person just be with one person.
Okay. Chris, what about for you?
I'm going to say that I would support someone that's in a poly relationship. For me, I love monogamy, but I do understand why people have a poly relationship. Some people are loved in different ways. There are many styles that come with talking about poly, and that's a whole conversation for another show.
Yeah.
But for me, it's what happens when you have that uncut, raw conversation in the beginning to determine if that works for you.
Yes, I feel like those are things you should definitely talk about in the beginning.
I agree.
Okay, if you want a poly relationship, let people know. Okay, so this is a would you rather game. Okay, Teak, you ready? First question: good sex with someone who treats you bad, or bad sex with someone who treats you right?
Bad sex with someone who treats me right, because it can always get better.
Always? It's questionable. Okay. Chris, what about for you? Good sex with someone who treats you bad, or bad sex with someone who treats you right?
I've had good sex with someone that treated me bad.
Yeah.
It was good, so I'll go with that.
Okay. Now, first date at their house or first date at your house?
You want me to answer
Yes,
that?
Chris,
Oh, okay.
go ahead.
I'll answer that. First date at my house. I'm a hitch kind of guy, so I want to be able to set the tone, set the mood, set the energy.
Oh, I love that. Oh, Chris. Okay, Fatigue, what about for you?
Not at my house, because I don't need them to know where I live. You can't trust people.
Yeah.
But if I had to actually choose, I would say their house. I can send my friends my location.
Yes.
You know, and I would just rather, and it all depends on the energy.
It does.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on how I feel about you. Have you known each other for a while, you know? But I also agree with Teak, send the friends the location.
Right.
Yeah.
Always send them your friends' locations, okay? Now, date a sex addict or a drug addict.
Sex.
Sex addict, yeah.
Okay. So y'all going right back to that cheater, huh?
Drug addicts can be
That's it.
very manipulative.
Drug addict, yeah. You don't know what you're gonna get.
They're probably like stealing money from me.
Right.
You don't know.
Hanging off the chandelier, like you don't know what you get.
Not even working. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Right. Okay, next one. Go to a nude beach or perform at a strip club, Chris.
Go to a nude beach. I know I'm sitting down, but I'm a little short, so me getting up on a strip pole, that ain't for me.
You sure, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit.
I never realized that.
Listen, you want to stand up?
Okay, we'll do that after the show. All right, Fatigue. Go to a nude beach or perform at a strip club.
I would say a nude beach only because the strip club. You don't. What if like your cousin's in there or something? You know what I mean? That's weird. So don't want to do that.
I would say strip club just because I'm going to at least get something out of it.
I mean, you might get something out of seeing people on the nude beach too. You never know.
You never know. Okay. Now, Petite, kiss a coworker or kiss your boss?
I guess it depends on who my boss is.
Your current boss.
Well, I work at an all-women's dental office, so I guess I'll kiss my coworker.
Okay. Well, Chris, what about for you? Kiss a coworker or kiss your boss?
I am the boss, so
Oh.
I'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that.
Like, I am the boss, okay? You know what? Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for
Awesome.
having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
You're
Yes,
welcome.
This was fun.
I love trying to see everyone's point of view when it comes to misconception of dating. Dating is hard, especially if you live in a small town, okay? But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please catch us for our next show. See you soon.